Yes, I. Brothers, sisters, lovers, haters, friends and neighbours, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls and vibrations in the mind of the one true God. Hope everyone's well. I am in a fantastic mood today. I find myself more and more in these amazing moods lately. You know, I get asked a couple of times, what do you write down in the morning? What do you do to stay clean? All this. Listen, I'm not about to tell anybody what they should be doing. I am not qualified to comment or, give advice on another person's life or mental health. I'm simply not. I know what works for me. That's it. Just because it works for me doesn't mean it'll work for somebody else. What makes me feel good, if anybody can draw anything from this, and if anybody can identify, then that's good. If not, I'm going to say it anyway, because I feel mint. Right. I wake up in the morning, the second I open my eyes, I adopt some gratitude. I say, wow, another chance, another day for fresh chances, fresh opportunities. Fill me lungs with air. Every step I take down the stairs, I'm thank you, just for being alive, just simply for having another chance at life today. I come down, I say my prayers, I drop to my knees, I pray to that cross up there. I pray, and I thank God for another day on this earth. And I really put that gratitude out there. I really prolong these thoughts of gratitude. I write things down, because when I write things down, it provokes the thoughts more, and I dwell on the positivity a lot more when I write things down rather than just thinking of them. Good food makes me feel good. I've been in about 20 minutes, I've peeled taties. We're having carrots, broccoli, taties and fillet steaks, me and Lily Mae. Lighting a fire makes me feel good. Making a conscious effort to be a nice person makes me feel good. To write down today, I will be kind, caring, courteous, practical, pragmatic, polite. Write these things down and do them, because it makes me feel good to know that I'm trying to be good. It doesn't always apply every day, of course. This is life. We get through curveballs, People, no matter how remarkable, amazing, interesting and deep people can be, in the same breath, people can rub me up the wrong way. There's nothing more fascinating than a person, but for me, there's nothing more irritating than a stupid person. But look, such is life. It's like, ultimately, we as people, or should I say me as a person, I am in charge of my own life. I'm in charge of my own direction. This is the control center. I'm like the epicenter of everything. I control my health, I control my wealth, I control my thoughts, I control my direction, I control what kind of person I want to be. That's up to me. They're my choices. So that's the stuff I concentrate on, the things I can control. See, all the stuff that I can't control, all these outside problems and issues and problematic people and all this stuff that I can't control, I hand that over to God. I hand that stuff over. Literally hand it over to God. Take these problems off me. Don't think about them. I let them go. And I feels better, not to worry about things that we can't control. Worrying about things that you can't control is for divvies. It's that simple. It is that simple. And like I say, I'm not a life coach. I haven't achieved any levels of Zen. I've been on a 20-year bender. I only found recovery 2 years ago. And in that time, I've made so many changes. I've done so much good. And I've got to give myself credit, because I've had a lot of help off a lot of people who I'm very grateful for. And I'm constantly thanking them for the help that I've had. But ultimately, it's me that's done the work. I've had help. Of course I have. And praise God every day. But I've put the work in. Me. I've got to give myself some credit. For the first time in years, I can look at myself in the mirror and gaze into my eyes and say, you, Danny boy, are worthwhile. You are worth something. You've turned so many corners. Look at the distance you've travelled. Look where you were 2.5 years ago, Danny boy. You were a strung out, fucked up mess. Looking for a handout. A lying, scheming, twocking, thieving. Bad egg. And I've been a bad man, and I've been immoral, and I've lied, and I've cheated, and I've stolen, I've thieved and I've taxed and I've done all that stuff, you know, and I come from a broken home. You know, some would say I had no chance. I was born from 2 addicts. I was literally taking drugs in the womb. I was born an addict, literally. That's why I call myself an addict. People say, you know, you're clean now. You shouldn't call yourself an addict. Listen, I'm an addict. I'll always be an addict. I've got that extremely addictive personality where something makes me feel good, I want more. But now I'm starting to get an addiction to the good life. I'm starting to get this addiction to the positive change, steps in the right direction, being a good person. That's what's making me feel good lately. You know, making positive change. You know, it's a sick, sick world, and I'm damn proud to be a part of it. Now, today, I was in the right place at the right time. I come out of Joblin Purser. I was getting some tar on the hot box for the lads on the night shift at the end of the shift. There was an old couple. The fellow was lying in the mud. I could see him up the embankment. There was a van parked up with both doors up, and I thought, they've got a flat battery or something. I was just about to mosey over, and the woman she came bounding over. No, the woman come running over the road, and she was like, come, can you help? Can you help? I thought, what's going on? I went over to them, and there was an elderly man. I think he was in his 60s. He was laying in the mud. He'd slipped in the mud. He had a prosthetic leg. Of course, I couldn't tell. She told me this. He had trousers and shoes on. But he couldn't get up, and he was a lump of a man. So I sort of put an arm under each of his arms, and he was a lump. You know, he took a bit of standing up. And he was a bit unsteady for a bit. I sort of had to walk him to the van. But I was just so pleased that I was in the right place at the right time. And I thanked God for that. You know, to be able to help somebody that needed my help, that needed me. You know, and it felt amazing. You know, and that's what life's all about for me. Feeling good. You know, prolonging these positive thoughts. And, you know, a friend of mine told me once that life's success is measured in happiness. And the happier we can be, the more successful we are. And that's true to me, and that's true to my life. And I feel amazing lately. You know, and I just wanted to make this video and say thank you to everybody that's ever helped me. Thank you to everybody that watches my content. Thank you to everybody for everything. You know, I've got not a bad word to say about nobody lately. And that feels good. Man, it feels good. Right, I better go. I think my steaks are probably ready to put on. My taters are probably overboiled because I've waffled for 7.5 minutes. Boom! God bless everybody. Have a nice weekend. Come by to the beat to the base. Ta-ra for now.